Hi everyone, my name is Didil and welcome to my channel. In this video, we're going to make one of my most favorite desserts on earth. We are making Magnolia Bakery's banana pudding. So first off, we're going to start by making the pudding. I used to live in New York between 2007 and 2009, and I used to go to Magnolia Bakery every week, and there would be like this huge line in front of the shop just waiting for this pudding. So this is something that I used to love, and it always reminds me of New York. I have about 500 milliliters of milk in front of me. I'm transferring this to my pan. And when I moved back to Turkey, it was something that I was always looking forward to, always craving. And there's this shop called Cook Shop in Turkey. They started making it and it became like super famous in Turkey as well. I'm adding 80 grams of sugar in my milk. Then I started making it at home too. And to me, banana pudding is this easy, simple dessert that everyone loves. So easy to make at home. And that's why I'm sharing the recipe with you guys. So I put only 80 grams of sugar. I used to make this with 150 grams of sugar like 5 years ago, but over the years I've tried to cut down on sugar, so now I'm using 80, but you can adjust it to your taste. It's still going to be a good sugar balance, so you can keep it at 80 as well. And I'm using 2 tablespoons of cornstarch, just getting it in here as well. And if you use gluten-free biscuits, you can definitely make your banana pudding gluten-free. If you use agave syrup instead of sugar, you can make it without sugar. So it's kind of easy to play with it and make it healthier. And finally, I'm adding 2 egg yolks. I'm giving everything a good mix. And do realize that the heat is not on at this point. I just want everything nicely incorporated before I put the heat up. I'm also going to get in some vanilla in here. And I'm going to make this with banana today, but you know what, sometimes what I do, I keep the banana, I make it with strawberries, sometimes I'll make it with Oreos, so you can play around with it. I'm now going to put the heat up, and while continuously whisking, I'm going to cook this. The pudding is ready now. I'm simply going to transfer it to another bowl because I want it to cool down quite quickly. And as you can see, the consistency is like this. It's going to firm up a little bit more as it cools, so no need to make it more denser than this. And what I'll do is I'll whisk it every couple minutes so that there isn't a skin on top of the pudding. And when it's cooled down completely, then we will continue. But in the meantime, I'm going to whip up my heavy cream so that it's whipped cream and it will be ready for this. I'm simply going to get my heavy cream here and whisk it until stiff peaks form. And that's also done. Notice that we didn't add any sugar while whipping the cream because the sugar in here is going to be quite enough. Very dense. When we incorporate this in here, it's going to make it super fluffy and airy. As you can see, it should look like this. It should hold itself on the spatula when you do it like this. So now I'm going to wait until this has cooled down a little further. It requires a little bit patience. I'm going to wait for about 30 more minutes. I'm going to keep this in the fridge. After that, we'll just assemble and put the whole thing together. The pudding is cooled down. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to take a spatula of my whipped cream and slowly, I'm going to get it in my pudding. I'm kindly folding it in. Look how airy and fluffy and soft it looks. Now it's time for the biscuits. They usually make this in New York with vanilla wafers, but we don't have those in Turkey. What I like to use instead is this baby biscuits. This is something that we grow up with. Usually when we were kids, our parents would put these in a bowl, put some milk on it, and I still love eating it. It's so delicious. So I'm going to use these, but if you have vanilla wafers, you can make it with those to get the original taste. Or, you know, if you run across this in like a Turkish shop, do buy and try. I really love them. And you can make your magnolia in layers, like you could do a pudding 1 layer, biscuits 1 layer, and bananas 1 layer. What I like to do is I like to mix everything up. For me, that's more delicious. So I'm simply getting these in here. That looks good. I'm simply going to stir it. I use about a cup, sometimes 2 cups of biscuits. I kind of wing it, you know, based on how I feel. If I wanted more filling, then I'll put more biscuits in. And now a big banana. If your bananas are small, you can definitely use 2. Mine is quite large, as you can see. I'm simply going to chop this up and get the bananas in here. It looks so good. You know what I want to do? I just want to eat out of this in spoons in front of the TV. That's what I want to do. I'm going to serve in these jars. This is what they serve this in Turkey, by the way. In New York, you'll remember that they always serve it in a cup like this. So you can take it away. And if you want to, you know, add in some coconut flakes, that would go great. If you want to add in some cocoa and bananas are always a great idea together. You can do some chocolate if you want. You know, you can add in whatever your heart desires. I love using Oreos instead of baby biscuits. Oreo Magnolia is to me a heavenly taste. And I'm going to make one New York style so that I can take it home to my son, who is going to be super happy. Kids love Magnolia. I mean, I don't know anyone who doesn't like Magnolia. It's such a light, fluffy and delicious dessert. And if you guys are interested in copycat recipes, please do comment down below if you have like favorite cookies. We did a cookie from Magnolia Bakery a couple weeks ago, so you can definitely go and check that out. It will be somewhere over here. And if there are any other recipes that you want me to try, it can be something from Chipotle, it can be something from, I don't know, a bakery, a fast food chain, please do comment down below and I'll do it. And that's done. Easy breezy Magnolia recipe. You guys can prepare it at your homes very easily. If you do try it, do leave your comments down below and please don't forget to subscribe to my channel from here. I hope to see you next time. Bye bye.